Good afternoon, YouTubers. This is your zip code Farik. Matt Shiny here in the 92805 on this Saturday, August 30th. This beautiful summer day here in sunny Southern California at the ZCF Studios in the 92805 zip code. And the zip code for the week is back in the South, and this time on the eastern part, or the east coast of the South, rather. State of South Carolina. Zip is 29707. And this one's interesting because it's new, relatively speaking. There's no census information for it from the last census, which means that it didn't exist at the time they were taking the census in 2020. So it's at the most 5 years old and probably less than that. But there was a need for another zip code apparently because this area of 31.8 square miles under these 5 digits have a population of 36,310 people as of 2023. Area is known as Indian Land, South Carolina, or Fort Mill, which is the nearest city to it. This area itself was an unincorporated part of Lancaster County, right on the border with North Carolina, and in fact, it's considered part of Charlotte, North Carolina's metro. The area, again, does not have a downtown. It's kind of like, if you're a Southern Californian, you all know about Irvine and La Mirada, planned cities, but no downtown, so to speak. It's kind of ironic that an area that's planned would not have a downtown, but this one doesn't really. It's mostly homes, and it is, I look at the weather today, it looks pretty nice. I'm doing this because there's not a whole lot of history here. It's just kind of sprung up over the past several decades. Well off area. Median household income is $119,344, which is pretty good for South Carolina. Probably pretty good anywhere. And very few people in poverty. Right now it's 84 degrees with 41% humidity. High of 85, low of 62. Tomorrow, high of 80, low of 57, chance of rain. Monday, high of 79, low of 57, sunny. Tuesday, high of 80, low of 57, sunny, which is pretty mild for late August, early September in the South in general, and South Carolina in particular. Sounds great to me, but there are a few famous people that are living here or have lived here. I think they do live here now, just because they look like they're all born somewhere else. Mick Mulvaney, some of you might know him. He was in the Trump White House. He's a South Carolina politician. He worked his way up through the ranks in the House of Representatives and the Senate there in that state, and then in the U.S., and then eventually ended up in Trump's White House, working in the Chief of Staff for a very brief period, and then in the Office of Management and Budget for 3 years during Trump's first tenure in office, and he apparently lives in this place called Indian Land. Sean Crawford, the sprinter, lives here, and a man called Dorian Williams, who's the linebacker for the Buffalo Bills, also lives here. Seems to be a pretty good place if you have a little bit of cash to park yourself. It seems very peaceful. It's near a big city in another state, but whatever, state lines being what they are, and yet you're far enough away from it to not have it come finding you. So, Indian Land, South Carolina, 29707. This place is named after what used to be the local tribe's land, the Waxhaw tribe and all that, and there are a few others. So, anyway, 29707. If you hit like, leave a comment in the comment section below. Have a good week.